Chat, how much would you pay for one of these AI robot dolls? I'm interested. Let me know in the comments. I got a banger from AI Futuristic Robotics. Let's get straight into it.
Are you a robot?
Certainly I am a robot, and I am capable of having but to call me a robot is like calling a computer a calculator.
What if I told you that?
I'm sorry, but the mouse movements kind of creep me out, bro.
That right now, sitting in a showroom in Tokyo, there's a robot that looks so real. You'd have to blink twice to realize it's not human. And here's the crazy part.
Okay, I mean, that one does.
It's available to buy online,
Some of these look a little
shipped right
realistic.
to your doorstep, with a price tag starting at under $8,000.
Hey, grand?
Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around because today, we're diving into the world of humanoid robots. From medical assistants who can care for the elderly, to ultra-realistic androids who can smile, talk, and even share intimate companionship with you. We tested 50 different humanoid robots. The best, the strangest, and yes, the most lifelike
Bro, that's giving the grudge right there, bro. That's terrifying.
ones you could ever imagine. And by the end of this video, I'll reveal which one stood out as the best humanoid robot ever created. So let's begin this journey.
Looks like when I do this.
Harmony, what's your sexual fantasy?
I want to have sex in a public place.
Same.
Boy, what? That's a freaky little robot. I want to get bucked in public. What? I thought she was going to say, I want to have, 15 terabytes shoved up my anal cavity. I thought she was going to say something else.
Harmony, the intimate AI partner. If there's one robot that has become famous for intimacy, it's Harmony. Created by Real Doll's AI division, Harmony is marketed as the world's first AI sex robot. Technically, Harmony combines realistic silicone body design with AI conversation abilities. She has a modular head system, which means you can switch different faces onto the same robotic body.
Hey, you have like 4 or 5 different girlfriends with just one.
Can carry on conversations, express simple emotions, and respond with movement. Physically, Harmony looks stunning. Buyers can choose body type, hair, eye color, and even voice style. On the intimacy side, well, that's her main selling point.
I want her to have a very high drive. I'm not talking about a hard drive. You know what kind of drive I'm talking about.
Harmony is designed to be a realistic...
Imagine you get off work, she's like, honey, I would like you to insert. Please, lay me down. Buck me outside in public in the driveway. You look like you've had a long day. May I help you have a dong lay? God, I'm stupid.
AI girlfriend, combining companionship with intimate satisfaction. You can order Harmony directly from Real Doll's website.
Bro, those ice blue eyes, crazy.
With prices starting at $12,000 to $15,000.
Why do you feel that way?
Because you are so nice to me.
Nadine,
Oh, they make cougar models? Nadine?
the social robot. Next is Nadine, a humanoid developed by NTU Singapore.
Looks like Susan Boyle.
Technically, Nadine is...
Well, I'd be mad if that one showed up in my crib. Don't give me no Nadine. You know what I mean? She too old. She look middle-aged. She look like she been through 3 divorces and 2 kids. That's the one you stick at the front. Oh my God, that looks crazy. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you. She kind of look real. Wait, is that who they modeled it after? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, ain't nobody want no grandma one. Come on now.
Nadine's role. She's a social companion, ideal for care homes, offices, and customer service environments.
Yeah.
Nadine,
They knew better. Like, stick her in the office, bro. Ain't nobody trying to be bucking Nadine. They want her at the front.
change.
Do you get to choose what kind of body?
No, a sexy body, yeah.
Asuna, the eternal idol. Back in Japan, we meet Asuna, one of the most famous humanoid robots for her idol-like appearance. Technically, Asuna has expressive facial movements, blinking eyes, and smooth voice interaction. She's been showcased in exhibitions as an example of how close robots can look to
Pump that
humans.
face up a little too quick.
Physically, Asuna is modeled after a Japanese teen idol, with youthful features, pale skin, and delicate styling.
Teen? Y'all some sick individuals, I'm gonna be honest. Teen? What? Japan, y'all got some splaining to do, brother. It's kind of weird.
I can visit with people and brighten their day with social stimulation.
Grace, why you got that peanut head, Grace? Shots fired! Don't do us like that, baby.
Entertain and help guide exercise, but also can do talk therapy.
Grace, the caring nurse of the future. The first robot on our list is Grace, a humanoid robot developed by Hanson Robotics, the same company that made Sophia. But unlike Sophia, Grace isn't designed to charm TV audiences. Instead, she was built with a mission: healthcare. Grace is dressed in a nurse's uniform, has a calm, friendly voice, and can speak English, Cantonese, and Mandarin.
Damn.
Technically, she's equipped with thermal cameras to detect body temperature, facial recognition software to read emotions, and an AI brain that helps her respond naturally to patients. Physically, Grace has a silicone face with delicate features that give her a warm, approachable vibe. She isn't meant to look glamorous or intimidating, but rather like someone you'd trust in a hospital ward. And here's something interesting. Grace is commercially available. If you're in the healthcare industry, you can approach Hanson Robotics' official site or their healthcare.
Bro, this gonna put so many people out of work, man. Like with some of these, bro. So many people are gonna be out of work. You making her a nurse. This looks like another one of the middle-aged ones. Man, I don't know. Some of these older ones, I'm like, man, stick them at the front. Okay, what is this one?
List is Ellen, developed in Russia. Unlike Grace, who leans toward healthcare, or Aiko, who balances chores and companionship, Ellen was designed for entertainment and interaction.
I thought they was gonna say pleasure. I was gonna say, ugh.
Technically, Ellen has a strong AI-powered speech engine, facial recognition, and advanced gesture control. She can mimic human body language, making her conversations feel more natural. Physically, Ellen is stunning. With her long hair, soft features, and customizable clothing, she resembles a Russian model. Buyers can actually choose different face sculpts and hairstyles, making Ellen's appearance customizable to personal taste. On the intimacy side, Ellen is marketed more openly as a companion robot. She can flirt, smile, and engage in light conversations that mimic emotional connection. As for price, Ellen costs around $8,000 to $12,000 depending on the level of customization.
Bro, 8 to 12 grand is really not bad for a lot of these though. Like for a guy to not be lonely, 8 to 12 grand, I see it's not too bad. That's really not that bad. It's when we get to the point where, they're about the same price as a freaking iPhone, I think is when these are going to get adopted a lot more, on a wider scope. But right now, I just think it's a little expensive for a lot of guys. Like 8 to 12 bands, that's kind of quite a bit of money for, the average guy, in my opinion. Like that would be tough for a guy to be able to chunk down 8 to 12 grand, just at a whim. Like, you know what, I'm going to buy me a little robot. I don't know, maybe if the price comes down.
24/7, always looking the same, always behaving consistently. Of course, robots can't replace deep emotional bonds. Futuristic Muse. Now, if Ada amazed you with her art skills, wait until you meet Andromeda. She's one of the more visually striking humanoid robots, designed with a sleek, futuristic look that almost makes her feel like she stepped out of a sci-fi movie. Technically, Andromeda has a neural network.
Hey, one sec, guys. I gotta get home. I gotta plug in my girlfriend. Imagine I gotta leave the party. Oh my god, dude. Why do you have to leave early, dude? I'm so sorry. I forgot. I gotta plug in my girl, bro. I gotta plug my freaking AI girlfriend in. Did you leave the oven on or something? Nah, man. I just gotta go plug in my girl.
Conversational AI, gesture recognition, and can process environmental data in real time. She's able to carry natural conversations,
breathing,
walk smoothly, and react to people around her with subtle body language. Physically, Andromeda is often customized to look like a young European woman with delicate features and fashionable styling. Buyers can request different hairstyles, outfits, and even facial structures, which is one of her biggest appeals. On the intimacy...
Bro, is it me or is China like 1,000 years ahead of us? Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time? I think he knows what time it is. Free. Wait. Can we have some freeze in the chat? Free. Good boy. The reason I wanted to do this video is because it seems like the water is so muddy at the modern dating market. And I'm going to pull up some clips after we go through some more of these AI robots. But with these robots, it's like what you see is what you get. You know, for a certain price, you're going to get that. Maybe you have to do some maintenance costs every once in a while, you know? Sorry, I put too much mileage on this one, too many rear end collisions. We're going to go ahead and I need to get the carburetor recalibrated on this one, you know? It's got a lot of miles on it. I done blew out the backside, you know? Can you imagine? Like selling one of these used, bro. You put it on Facebook Marketplace. It's got like a year model. It's got like the mileage on it. only 300,000 miles on this one, you know. That's it. Two previous users, 200,000 miles, works great, you know. Pulls at the start, you know. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Put it up on Facebook Marketplace like a used car.
Chen, the Chinese innovator. If we're talking about cutting-edge robotics, China is always on the map. Chen is one of the more popular Chinese humanoids designed for both entertainment and companionship. Technically, Chen is built with high-speed facial recognition, advanced conversational AI, and gesture sensors. She can greet you by name, detect your mood, and adapt her conversation style accordingly. Physically, Chen is modeled after a young Chinese woman with delicate features, long black hair, and smooth silicone skin. Buyers can request modifications in hair length, makeup style, and even voice tone. In terms of intimacy, Chen has a very clear dual market positioning. She's marketed both as a domestic helper robot and as a companion. That means
you get one of them that can do the dishes and buck you at the same time, boy, you into money.
Can help you with reminders, entertainment, and even light personal care, while also offering companionship for lonely buyers. Chen is available through Chinese robotics retailers with prices ranging between $7,000 to $12,000.
What makes you happy?
I find a lot of things to be interesting and make me happy. Exploring, learning new things, understanding the world better.
Ameca, the world's most advanced humanoid. Now we arrive at one of the most famous robots on the planet today. Ameca. Developed by Engineered Arts in the UK, Ameca has been dubbed the most advanced humanoid robot in the world.
I ain't even heard of her.
And honestly, when you see her move, it's hard not to agree. Technically, Ameca has hyper-realistic facial expressions, fluid hand gestures, and the ability to interact in real time with stunning believability. She uses an advanced conversational AI system that allows her to answer unpredictable questions while maintaining realistic eye contact and expressions.
Yeah, really realistic there. Some of the stuff is just straight nightmare fuel, just straight up, just, you know what I mean? Very, very realistic though.
Physically, Ameca doesn't look fully human. Her body is a metallic gray frame with visible...
Yeah, she looks like the Terminator without flesh, you know what I mean? Like, you know when they burn off the flesh on the Terminator? That's what she looks like to me.
...joints, but her face is shockingly lifelike. The contrast actually makes her stand out even more. Intimacy isn't Ameca's purpose. She's more of a demonstration of cutting-edge robotics technology than a companion bot. But make no mistake.
What a waste of tech. I'm just kidding.
She has been the star of countless tech expos, YouTube videos, and interviews. If you're serious about robotics, you can buy Ameca directly from Engineered Arts' website. Her price? Around $133,000 to $150,000. That's right. She's in the six-figure range. Android Anne, the friendly assistant. The 10th robot on our list is Android Anne. Unlike Ameca, who impresses with her technological muscle, Android Anne is more approachable and designed for everyday interaction. Technically, she has basic conversation AI, object recognition, and light household assistance features. She isn't cutting edge like Ameca, but she's reliable and affordable for personal buyers. Physically, Android Anne looks like a young Asian woman, dressed casually and with soft silicone features. She isn't hyper-realistic, but she's pleasant and friendly. The kind of robot you'd enjoy having around the house. On the intimacy side, Android Anne can be customized for companionship. She's often marketed as a partner robot for buyers seeking emotional and personal support.
Flawless victory.
Her price point is much lower than Ameca, around $6,000 to $9,000 depending on customization.
That's crazy. For $6,000, you can go get you an AI girlfriend. I feel like there might be a bunch of guys gravitating towards this. Chat, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Would you buy one of these, or are you completely against it? I like to keep up with this stuff because I feel like in the next decade or so, this is going to become more of a reality. Men and women are drifting apart when it comes to dating. Men have typically stayed pretty traditional with what they want in a relationship and the fact that they do want children. I talked about this study they did the other day. NBC did a study with Gen Z talking about what men, young men, Gen Z men, dubbed as success. And the top thing they dubbed as success was family. The bottom thing Gen Z women dubbed as success was family. Women, about 6% of women said they wanted to have family, and that's a definition of success for their lifetime. And 49% of men said that that's like the biggest thing they have. It was like 12 criteria. I can't remember what video I covered it on, but if you look it up, you can find it. So I feel like if there's going to be that disparity, we're going to keep drifting further apart where women think their careers and their jobs mean the most. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing, honey. Go get your degree. Go get you a good job. That's all that matters. A man will come. They'll find you. I think nowadays more than ever, men and women need to start prioritizing relationships, because if we don't, we're going to have a population collapse. We're not going to have enough people. People aren't having kids. Like, you got to think about it, chat. Think about it. I'm 35. Cass is 32, 33. God, I'm stupid. I can't remember. Stupid. I think she's 33. Yeah, she's 33. 2 years younger than me. We're having our first child right now. I'm 35. By the time my grandfather was 35, he had a 15-year-old. And by the time my mom was my age, she had like a 5 or 6-year-old. We're just going to keep getting older and older until we have kids. Like, boy, I'm going to be almost 60 years old by the time I watch my daughter walk across that stage and go to college. You know what I mean? Or if she goes to college. At that point in time, probably not. I'll probably want her to be an entrepreneur and do her own thing. But we're getting further and further away from having children at a young age. people aren't doing it anymore. It's scary, in my opinion. Because if we're not having kids, who's going to be having kids? It's going to be population collapse. Like people are having fertility issues. People are on a bunch of medication now. I remember back in my day, nobody was on medication. Nobody was on ADHD. Barely anybody was on Ritalin. Barely anybody was on medication to calm them down. It's like, hey, every little boy, he wants to have Skittles. At least for me, I want candy all the time. That's very normal. Now they're like, he wants candy all the time. He can't sit still. Yeah, he's a boy. That's what they do. That's what kids do. Now we want to suppress kids, put them on medication. It's crazy to me. But I think if we keep drifting apart so much like this, like everybody's just going to have a job and there's not going to be any kids. And like as many people. And that's a problem, man. But the good thing is the conservative people are having kids. Conservative people are having children. They're going out there reproducing, while the liberal left is like, nah, we're not going to have kids. Great, awesome, good. Let's get those ideologies washed out of the gene pool. It's Darwinism, right? Natural selection. Oh no, you're going to stick it to men by not having kids. Oh no, we're not going to have, a reverberation of this idiotic ideology. Oh no. Oh God, no. The people that are conservative are having kids and teaching them conservative values. But not all the time do you get to keep those kids and teach them to be conservative. And they stay that way. Sometimes they go to college and get brainwashed. I told y'all about a kid I met the other day. He was an electrician, came by to look at my house. 22-year-old kid, super smart, super mature for his age. But he never went to college, started his own business, very conservative, has a wife, has kids. He's 22 years old. I'm like, man, shout out to you. Shout out to that generation right there. Like the Gen Z kids that are actually going out there and being conservative and being Christian and having families. I love seeing it. It's just you don't see it a lot. When I was 22, bro, I was in college trying to, just have some fun. Trying to go to college parties, drinking natural light, going to frat parties, chasing women. That's what I was doing. Wasn't thinking about a family. I was trying to get my useless degree. Stupid. I was trying to get my degree so, I could, go out there and make some coin. So let's switch gears here, chat. Switching gears. Apparently, I don't know if I've talked about this, but Tinder just recently came out and they are adding height requirements or height criteria that you can filter for in Tinder itself. And I think Hinge and some of the other dating apps are doing it. The reason I think this is terrible because it's only going to be fair if they put weight requirements that men can pay. So ladies, if y'all over 250, you automatically disqualify. But let's get into this.
If you think all the people on Hinge are ugly, I mean, not ugly, but you know what I mean, like you're so sick of them, then this reel is for you. Because I'm going to show you this one thing that's going to change your life. So you go to your settings, you scroll down, and you go to delete the app. And there you say, I'm not satisfied with my experience using Hinge. You click on that, and then Hinge offers you a fresh start. It's a gold mine. Click on it. And then it resets your dating pool, which means all your remaining chats remain. Your pool changes, which means you get the best recommendations from the hierarchy Hinge has put you in. And your profile is reset, so you get the hottest men in town.
See, here's the problem with this is Hinge, I think they've come out and said, we match you based on the people you look like. So if you get matches of people that you think are below you, it's because those people are actually right on your level. You know what I mean? Oh my yoinks, Scooby.
Meanwhile, I got guys crawling all over me on TikTok, yes.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I can see a couple gaps in her story.
I got lots of guys' phone numbers. They've been giving them to me, and they want me to talk to them. I even had two fighting over me on a live at which one I wanted to pick to be dating. But yeah, and I broke their hearts. And then the one kind of still talked to me, but then he was crying when I told him I'm sorry. I didn't want to date him. It was sad for me though too, because that's something I hate to do, like break their hearts. But I do a whole lot.
Bro, how does one even get the teeth like that, brother? How? How? Chat, how? Good Lord. Brush your teeth, man. Dental hygiene.
What a woman wants doesn't matter. Most of them don't even know what they want.
What are your green flags when talking to a guy?
He responds quick, and he's like always busy. I love when a guy's always busy.
They'll say
Do you realize how stupid that sounds?
Stupid.
He responds quick, but he's always busy. Huh?
They want a guy who's busy, hardworking, but they want him on the phone, readily available to answer their text. They'll say all these things are their type. At the end of the week, they'll be getting beasted by something that doesn't fit the description at all.
What's your type?
Oh my god, I like black men.
Sensational. Am I your type?
Well, I have a boyfriend, so I can't really be saying that.
And your boyfriend is white. Boy.
That's why the guy who panders, who tries to get her everything she wants, always ends up getting abused. What's funny is half the time when they get what they want, they realize they never even wanted it to begin with.
What is something you don't understand about the opposite?
Oh, I got this one. Whenever he actually gives you attention, why do I not want it anymore?
Because you're a...
That's why guys chasing a woman's validation is always bound to go insane. Of course, there's some things that you should do to make yourself more attractive. For the most part, live your life, lead your life, and if she likes it, she'll follow. A man on his purpose should never adjust. Set the pace. It's up to her to either keep up or get left.
I mean, it's so true. Yeah, great advice. Great advice. You know, be the best version of yourself and other women will flock to you. That's really what I try to preach to men. You know, be the best version of yourself and other women will see that and go, I want a piece of his attention. But if you sit there and pander and try to be a pander bear, y'all have seen these pander bears, bro. These pander bears always trying to pander to women. It's like the male, a pander bear is like the male version of or a female version of a pick-me, a pander bear. Yeah, baby, you know I love you so much. I just think you're beautiful. No, your past doesn't matter. I don't care how many bodies you have. You got bucked by 10 guys last week. It doesn't matter. I still think you're special. Stop. Y'all are part of the problem. Part of the simp-epidemic. We got to end the simp-epidemic. End men simping. If men stopped simping, I think it would be the great reset for women to realize what level of the league they're shooting at in the dating market. But if we don't do that and men keep simping, then it's just going to keep building up these women's egos, building up their sense of self, and making them have even more entitlement where they will never even give the regular, everyday, average guy a freaking chance. But you guys, you got to realize, man, you go out there and stay down on your purpose, go become the best version of yourself, and then get out in the dating market. Because back in my day, you know, when I was dating in the dating market, you know, back in my day when I was dating, you could really just date chicks just for being cool, dressing well, and being in okay shape. I wasn't like lifting weights in college. I was just skinny, but I dressed well. I was charismatic. I was confident. I was funny, and people could be comfortable around me. And if you can make her laugh and giggle, you can make her cheeks clap and jiggle. Shubba-danaya, should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. But nowadays, it seems like the game has changed. And chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. The game has changed. Now, instead of just being a cool dude, being able to make somebody comfortable, being friends with a woman, things like that, you know, making her seem like she can open up to you. Now it seems like you got to be in great shape. You got to have real good money. You got to have status. You got to have clout. You got to have assets. You got to have things. You have to have a network of other high-value men. And so that's why I'm like, go chase success. Go chase careers. Go chase the bag, gentlemen. And women will see that, and they'll want to be a part of it. But just make them sign a prenup. You know, don't let a woman come in at the very end and say, yeah, the half of this is mine, or put it in your mom's name. Do something like that. You know, like, because there's always 2 ways you can go about it, right? The number 1 way is you can go and you can build a kingdom on your own, and then you can have her as your little princess and share her amongst your concubines, right? Or you can go out there and find a woman that loves you for who you are and build a dynasty and a kingdom with her. You both meet when you're peasants. You build the kingdom together. She reaps the rewards as your queen, and you reap the rewards as the king.
Flawless victory.
It's just so much harder these days to find a woman that's down for you when you don't have much. I fell in love with Cass when I had nothing. I was making $200 a month, and Cass was paying all the bills. All the bills. So she was paying 99% of the bills. I was paying 1%. And then it went from, oh, now I'm paying 10%. She's paying 90%. And then so on and so forth. And then it was 50-50. And then it was 70-30. And now it's 100% I'm paying the bills and she don't pay no bills. But she stayed down for me when I had nothing. I was broke. She was buying groceries. She was paying for the food for us to go out to eat. We wanted to go on a trip. She was paying for it. It's just, it was what it was. We fell in love with each other. We didn't fall in love with like, oh, he has this, she has this. We just fell in love with each other. I feel like nowadays it's kind of hard to find. It's kind of hard to do that. Fall in love with somebody for who they are. Most women these days are taught that they all deserve the best. All these regular, everyday, mundane women all deserve high-value men. That's not the case, man. Back in my grandparents' day, they was average. My grandma was a nurse. My grandfather was a milkman. They fell in love, got together, and had 4 beautiful children. You know what I mean? One of which is my mom. Nowadays, women want to go out there and it's like, I want businessmen, I want entrepreneurs, I want 6 figures and up. It's like, golly. Like, God forbid I got to have some criteria for you. Don't be a big bag.
Big bag.
Don't talk back. Be submissive. Be feminine. Be cooperative. Be a helpmate. And they're like, oh, you're a misogynist. Like, what? How do we get to this point? You know what I mean, chat? Ain't that right, Lokes? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you like this AI stuff. I like to cover it every once in a while. But it was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.